Hello and welcome back to the Art of Longevity. I am your host, Alex Tam, and this is where we learn the secrets of youthfulness, not through magic pills, but through science. If you have been with us for the first 3 episodes, we have covered some fascinating ground. In episode 1, we learned how to align our internal clocks and with biorhythms. In episode 2, we discovered the superior probiotic strain for gut health. And last episode, in episode 3, we settled the debate between white rice versus brown rice. But today, we are going to go even deeper. Today, we are going to talk about the balance at a cellular level. There is a dynamic, continuous processing happening inside you right now. As you sit there watching this, trillions of tiny interactions are taking place inside your cells. And it is the interaction between free radicals and antioxidants. You hear these buzzwords all the time, skincare bottles and smoothie shops, rich in antioxidants, neutralize free radicals. But what does that actually mean? And more importantly, how does managing this balance keep us young? In this episode, we are going to take a great courses style approach. We will look at the molecular biology. We will look at peer-reviewed research, and we will look at what you can actually put on your dinner plate tonight to slow down the aging clock. So grab your notebook, maybe grab a cup of green tea, which we will talk about later, and let's get started. Let's start by defining the concepts. To understand a free radical, we have to go back to high school chemistry for just a second. Everything in the universe is made of atoms, and atoms naturally seek stability. To be stable, an atom generally needs a pair of electrons orbiting it. Think of electrons like a buddy system. They like to be in pairs. A free radical is an atom or a molecule that has lost its partner. It has an unpaired electron. Nature dislikes an unpaired electron. It makes the molecule incredibly anxious and unstable, a highly reactive. This molecule becomes a seeker. It will move through your body desperately looking to find an electron to complete its pair. It might take an electron from a protein, it might take one from a cell membrane, or it might interact with your DNA, which it takes that electron. It oxidizes the other molecules. Think of an apple you slice and leave on the counter. It turns brown, right? That is oxidization. That is interaction with oxygen happening in real time. Or think of rust on a car. That is metal being oxidized. Now, imagine that rusting process happening inside your arteries, your skin, and inside your brain. That is essentially what biological aging is. This process is called oxidative stress. Now, I don't want you to be fearful. You need some free radicals. Your body actually uses them for essential signaling processes. But the issue in our modern world is that we have an imbalance. We have too much oxidization and not enough restoration. I promise you we would get nerdy today. For those of you who love the why and how, this section is for you. Let's look at the molecular mechanism. How does an antioxidant actually stabilize the situation? We know the free radical is missing an electron. An antioxidant is a molecule that is generous. It is chemically unique because it has an extra electron that it can give a spare one. When an antioxidant meets a free radical, it literally donates an electron to the radical. It says, here, take mine. Now you might ask, if the antioxidant gives away an electron, does that not become a free radical? Does it not become unstable? This is the magic of chemistry. Antioxidants are stable enough to donate electron without becoming destabilized themselves. They stop the chain reaction. In scientific terms, we often look at the HAT mechanism, or hydrogen atom transfer, and the ET mechanism, or electron transfer. When we talk about antioxidant capacity, we are measuring the ability of a compound to donate these electrons and neutralize the instability before it affects a cell. Why does this matter for aging? Because every time a free radical interacts with your DNA, your cells have to repair it. Over time, these repairs become less efficient. Errors accumulate, and this brings us to one of the most exciting areas of anti-aging research, which is telomeres. I do not just want to give you some general advice. I want to show you the data. I want to highlight a few key studies from the last few years that demonstrate this link between antioxidants and youthfulness. First, let's look at a study published in the British Journal of Nutrition in 2023. This was a massive cross-sectional study involving over 1,600 participants. They were looking at the dietary antioxidant index, essentially a score of how many antioxidants people were eating. They found a linear positive association between vitamin E intake and telomere length. If you remember from our previous episodes, telomeres are the protective caps at the end of your DNA strands, like the plastic tips on your shoelaces. Longer telomeres generally equal a younger biological age. This study suggests that the more antioxidant-rich food you eat, specifically those high in vitamin E, the better you are at preserving those protective caps. Another fascinating review came out just recently in 2025 titled Employing Nutrition to Delay Aging. This review analyzed the plant-based telomere-friendly diet. The researchers concluded that diets rich in polyphenols, which are potent antioxidants found in plants, help preserve telomeres integrity by reducing chronic inflammation. They essentially proposed a tiered intervention where diet is the primary method of slowing cellular aging. And finally, for those who think they are healthy and do not need to worry about this, let's look at environmental factors. A 2020 study from the NIH discussed something called EPFRs, or environmentally persistent free radicals. These are not just normal free radicals that disappear in a nanosecond. These are byproducts of pollution and combustion that stick around in the environment and your lungs. This research shows that even if you eat well, the environment is constantly interacting with your system, which makes your internal antioxidant system even more critical. The science is clear. The more support you give your body, the slower your genetic material degrades. So we know what they are, and we know they shorten our telomeres, but where are they coming from? Some sources are internal. Just the act of breathing and creating energy in your mitochondria creates waste. It is like the exhaust from a car engine. You can't avoid that. But let's talk about the things you can control. Here are the biggest external contributors to your free radical load. First is the environment. UV radiation from the sun is a significant source. This is why sun exposure causes wrinkles. It is oxidative stress, breaking down the collagen in your skin. Pollution in the city is another major source. Second is diet. This is a big one. Fried foods, when you heat vegetable oils like canola or soybean oil to high temperatures, they oxidize. When you eat those French fries, you are essentially consuming oxidized lipids. You are putting pre-existing inflammation directly into your system. Alcohol is another one. Metabolizing alcohol creates significant amounts of oxidative stress in your liver. Third is stress and hormones. We often forget this. Chronic high cortisol, the stress hormone, creates inflammation. When you are stressed, your body is in a breakdown state. This process generates excess free radicals. So if you are eating perfectly, but you are sleeping 4 hours a night and feeling overwhelmed, you are still aging faster because of that oxidative load. Okay, let's talk about the solution. How do we build our resilience? We need to flood our body with electron donors. We need antioxidants. Now, you can take supplements, and sometimes that is necessary, but nature packages these things perfectly in food. Here are the top categories you need to be shopping for. First, vitamin C. This is your water-soluble protector. It works on the inside of your cells. Where to get it? Citrus is obvious, but did you know red bell peppers have more vitamin C than oranges? Kiwis, strawberries, and broccoli are also powerhouses. Second, vitamin E. This is your fat-soluble protector. It maintains your cell membrane, which are made of fat. This is crucial for skin health. Where to get it? Almonds, sunflower seeds, avocados, and spinach. Third, carotenoids like beta-carotene or lycopene. These give foods their color. Where to get it? Carrots, sweet potatoes, and cooked tomatoes. Fun fact, cooking tomatoes actually releases more lycopene, which is amazing for your skin and your heart. Fourth, polyphenols and flavonoids. These are very effective compounds. Where to get it? Berries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, and the darker the berry, the higher the concentration. Dark chocolate. Yes, you have my permission, but it needs to be 70% cacao or higher. And green tea, specifically matcha. It contains EGCG, a potent antioxidant that research shows can protect DNA. We have covered a lot of ground today. We have gone from the electron orbit of an atom to the grocery store aisle. If you want to take one thing away from this lecture, let it be this. You have the power to change the rate of which you age. Every time you choose a colorful salad over a deep fried appetizer, you are restoring balance. You are donating billions of electrons to your cells, quieting the inflammation and protecting those precious telomeres. You are literally programming your body for longevity. So here is my challenge for you this week. I want you to eat the rainbow. I know it sounds cliche, but science backs it up. I want you to try to get at least 3 different colors on your plate every single day for the next 7 days. If you do that, drop me a comment below and let me know how you feel. I promise you, your energy will change and your skin will thank you. If you want to continue learning how to improve your quality of life and master the art of youthfulness, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more evidence-based content. Until then, stay curious and stay healthy and keep mastering the art of longevity.